Hi, it's the Rawesome Vegan Gal here, and I have another product from a brand called, they go by Wildly Organic, and I think they also used to be called Wilderness Family Naturals, but I don't know if they're using that name anymore. But this is part number 6 of their products. This is a very interesting product. I think so. It's a nut medley butter. It's made with soaked and dehydrated nuts, and this is the jar that it comes in. And I will also have a link below to the website so you check out all they offer, all their different products. So this comes in a nice glass jar, which I love. Things in glass, they could be reused, which is nice. And this is a 14-ounce jar. It has walnuts, pecans, almonds, and cashews. It's USDA organic, non-GMO project verified. It's kosher, vegan, and also raw. So what they tell you about these, that they're soaked and dehydrated at low temperatures. And it's a product of the USA. Processed in a facility also processes tree nuts, but never peanuts. And it says to keep refrigerated, but I don't think you need to refrigerate it till you open it, because I haven't refrigerated yet because it's still sealed. Because I haven't tried it yet. It says it's an excellent source of copper, and it's a good source of protein and magnesium. So the nutritional information here says there's 13 servings per container, 2 tablespoons is a serving, 189 calories, total fat is 17 grams, 22%, saturated fat 2 grams, 10%. Again, it's good fats because it's from nuts. It's not like fried or, something, that's not good for you, that's, like deep fried or something. 5 grams of protein, 6 grams of carbs. Potassium is 3%, calcium 3%, and iron 6%. So a little bit more it says here about this product. It says this wildly organic nut medley nut butter is made from the highest quality organic nuts from California almonds, and walnuts, Texas pecans, and premium cashews from Southeast Asia. These nuts are what they call, quote, activated, which is they use a soaking and low temperature dehydrating method to preserve nutrients and micronutrients, as well as break down the phytic acid and the enzyme inhibitors that may interfere with nutrient absorption. And then we say simply grind them to make a delicious creamy butter, just nuts and nothing added. So what is that about the phytic acid? You might not know that they have the nuts themselves, they have phytic acid and enzyme inhibitors, so it interferes with you absorbing the nutrients. So it's always better, not that I always do it, I'm guilty just like everyone else, to buy nuts and then either soak them yourself. But what's nice about them, they already do the work for you because they sell all different kinds of nuts and seeds that are soaked and dehydrated. But you will pay more for it, but again, it's a matter of your choice if you want convenience, if you want to do it yourself, so that's up to you. So now I'm going to open the jar, and just so you know too that because it's nuts and nuts have fat, which is oily, there is a separation. I don't know if you could see that in the jar, that it looks a little liquidy on top. I don't know if you could see that. But what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to open it, and then I'm going to have to mix it up a little because it has the oil separation. So that's just naturally occurring. Nothing you could do about it. So I'm taking off this plastic. And before I do try it, I just was gonna show you some things that you can, you could eat it yourself just off a spoon, just like that. But you could also put it on some different things. I mean, the sky's the limit what you could use it for. So I have some things here, and I'm not gonna actually put it on anything. I'm just going to eat it off the spoon, but just to show you, and then I will include the information below of the products. So this is from a brand called Foods Alive, and I think almost all these brands I've actually done videos for. So this is called Foods Alive. They make different kinds of crackers that are really nice. They make a lot of different good food. So this is their Lemony lemon sprouted crisps, and this is their rosemary sprouted crisps. So even though these are made from seeds and nuts, you can put the nut butter on that. Another option here, I have these corn thins. These is the organic sesame corn thins. This is their new packaging. So that's another brand or product that you could put the nut butter on. This is some raw nori sheets. So you can do that, make a wrap out of it. Some other things you can make into a wrap is I have these coconut wraps from Nuco. They have a cinnamon. They have a moringa. They have a original, and there's one more flavor. I think it's the turmeric. I don't have that one here. So that's just some ideas. I mean, there's endless what you can do. So right now I am going to be mixing this, so I can't hold up the jar in the camera. But I think the top, actually very interesting. Here's the top of it. So I'm actually going to just take off some from here. That'll make it much easier, and I can mix that rest later. So I'm just going to take a little bit of the top off the jar since that is stuck together, just to try it, see what I think. I can definitely taste the walnuts. They just stick out more than anything. Now, the order it says here of the nuts, it says cashews, almonds, walnuts, and pecans. Usually the order of how they list ingredients is the how much, the most is the cashews, and then as it goes down. But to me, I taste the walnuts more. And it's nice. It's not like, it's a little sweet naturally. It says 1 gram of sugar, but it's not sweet like, you know, like if you put honey in. But again, you can do anything with this too. You can add it to different things you want for desserts, or on top of like dairy-free frozen dessert like ice cream, but dairy-free. But you can also add sweetener to it if you like. I have something called carob syrup, which is really nice. That would probably, you swirl that into that would be probably delicious, and put it on a cracker or something. So yeah, very nice. Simple, and not, again, to me, I taste mostly the walnuts for some reason. They stick out the most, but yeah, very nice. I also like to use something like this on top of like a hot cereal, or like cooked rice or a stew, to put melt on, kind of give that a richer flavor. So yeah, definitely interesting product you could check out. Again, this is Wildly Organic Nut Medley Butter. And I thank you for watching. It's the Rawesome Vegan Gal.